Yeah.
That's crazy. No, that's a good point, Hank.
Yeah. Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, the running back.
He's a beast.
Oh, yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah. And then some defenseman guys coming out of Ohio State, Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then David Bailey from Texas Tech. That's a good prospect.
Yeah, those are all
big D.
I know you're talking about him the other day when we were talking just draft tomfoolery.
Yeah.
You brought him up and I was like, dude, he's a force.
Yeah, we're talking about versatile defense coming into the league.
Wife's boyfriend.
All the listeners.
Welcome back to My Wife's Boyfriend. We are your hosts, the Pointer Brothers here. My name's Henry. Mike's name's Mike's. Trevor over there. Mike, don't disrespect the intro song like that ever again.
About, dude, I don't disrespect it.
I only chat and shop in the middle of our intro tune.
I don't disrespect it. I add respect to it.
Yeah. I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. How do you do that? Add respect. Is there a term for that?
You just respect it.
Disrespect. Yeah. You can't like extra respect it. It's just respect.
You could extra respect it.
Could you?
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing. Then.
Yeah. I'll add
Next
some
time.
respect to it. Dude, I'm gonna get into it.
Get into it.
Aliens. I mean, they're obviously prevalent, right? They built the pyramids, and then also, I can't wrap my head around how people knew what the world looked like before satellite.
Like how they made maps.
Maps. Yeah, I have that written down. I know we started a podcast to talk about these important, pressing things. How do you have a map if you've ever only walked and rode a horse? How do you know what Florida looks like when people draw these maps? I know it's not that bad. We can just quickly, any first matters?
There's definitely like a science, like you could probably figure out how they did it, right? I, off the top of my head, no idea. How just walking around how would you even know what direction you're walking in? I don't know.
Compasses weren't a thing.
No. Someone's coming out with a map?
And then also, how do you, Christopher, how do you get on a boat and just float west and then know exactly where to go? You're in the middle of the water. How do you know you don't just start sailing north to Antarctica?
That's the thing. I don't think the initial voyagers knew where they were going. And they just showed up. They go, oh shit, this isn't water anymore. Let's hop out.
But then I'm talking about
the islands and stuff. South America.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
But then I'm talking about after that, once you discover it and then we're going to go back, tell people, and then
no idea.
How do you know you're landing in the same?
No idea. Like, how would you know that? I would be like, I'm never going back I'd never ever lay eyes on whatever I just left behind.
I don't know. That's a whole cash grab.
Yeah.
I think maps are a cash grab. I think aliens made them, drew them, and then they dropped them out of the sky to people, and they just believed it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't need to get into conspiracies that early, but
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Artemis 2, 3, 4, 5. When did they go to the moon?
Yeah, well, wait, they're out at the moon right now, but they're just like joyriding around the moon. They're not actually landing on that sucker.
I don't know. Stuff's going so bad in the world that they just decided to go to the moon again.
but
Yeah.
it's is it a cash grab going to the moon?
No,
it's not.
No. Well, no, going around it.
Does anybody
like blue ball, like edging it?
Yeah,
that's what they're doing, right? At the end of the day,
dude.
True.
Yeah. What do you think's on the moon?
Cheese,
dude. I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I think it'd be sick if they landed on the moon, but I don't. Like, what are you going to do when you get out there? You think the moon's changed in 60 years?
No,
probably a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Probably a little. But there's no one there creating greenhouse gases and shit. There's no one
But I have a question.
causing problems.
Why aren't they landing on the moon?
I don't know.
Do they not have the technology that they didn't have 80 years ago, 60 years ago, whenever that was? Was it 1969? Was
I would
Buzz Aldrin?
To the untrained ear, you'd think they have better technology than they did.
That's
back
what you'd
in the
think.
60s.
But maybe Buzz Aldrin was really just on a lot in Burbank.
Yeah.
Taking photos.
Soundstage off Sepulveda.
And that was the moon landing. Dude, why aren't they going? Why aren't they stepping foot?
There's a conspiracy theory that I heard of recently. I don't know the full thing, but on a Joe Rogan episode with Bob Lazar. Do you guys know who Bob Lazar is?
Don't.
No.
He works at Area
51?
something, not 51. He worked at Area something, and
he
tried to reverse engineer a spaceship in the 80s or 70s, and his story's been the same ever since. It's actually a pretty interesting story, and they're making a movie out of it pretty soon.
Interesting.
But Bob Lazar talked to this specific guy who was like kind of a popular figure, I think, in the world, and he was convinced that the moon was a satellite soul catcher base, basically like the Greys, right? The aliens, the Greys or whatever, that they put these satellites up on the moon, and when you would die, your soul would leave your body and probably go up to space or whatever, go into the universe. And he thought that the moon was like a station that these guys set up these satellites that stole your soul, and they were doing stuff with it. What they were doing, who knows? But that's a theory.
Is this dude a total nut job or no?
Is he bizarre?
I think so. Not
Lazar?
Bob Lazar didn't say this. Bob Lazar's like this guy that he knew.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Bob Bizarre.
Bob Lazar.
No, but he's bizarre.
Oh, Bob's pretty cool.
wait, what? It wasn't Bob? That wasn't Bob's theory?
No, dude.
Some dude that Bob knew was his theory.
Bob Lazar is this famous person that worked at area a sublet of Area 51,
Okay.
Area 4, area whatever.
Deconstructing.
And he was trying to reverse engineer an alien craft that was recovered by the United States.
Oh.
That's a true thing.
We've found an alien craft.
Well, I don't know if the government never said it's real, but he's been saying this since like the 70s, and his story's been the same ever since. And everyone's like, and then new stuff came out about alien crafts, and everyone's like, holy shit, he's telling the truth. Like, he was talking about this element that they were using in this craft that they discovered or whatever, and then no one knew about this element it's not on the periodic table, this specific element or metal or whatever. And then like a couple of years ago, it came out that they discovered this specific element. So it's like, what he's been kind of saying is kind of true. So everyone's like, holy shit now. Bob might be telling the truth.
Damn. Dude, the thing about the moon though, like didn't Buzz Aldrin put a flag in there? Didn't they plant a flag in the moon? So like in theory it should still be there, right?
Technically, yeah. There's no air.
We just
the moon can't be that damn big. Let's go find that thing and drive a half hour. Have exact coordinates, right?
Yeah.
Like, can we just see that? And then that way we know once and for all.
Just drive a half hour to Burbank and we'll go see it.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
The moon landing. Like, how are we not like putting Keister on the moon? Aren't I getting touches?
I don't know. Why not?
It's been, again, I think it was 1969. I don't know if that's true. It was 60s maybe.
Yeah.
But what? Do you have something?
I have a real question for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll think you a little bit. Okay. So obviously we've seen pictures of people on space stations and in spaceships and on satellites and stuff, right? And you must think to yourself like, hey, like that must be crazy to be in space. Do we even know if they're in space? We don't even know.
We don't know.
We can't really tell. Everyone's like, they're in harnesses, all this stuff. Real question that I was actually just thought of. How do they eat in space? Because there's no gravity in space. And I think gravity, your throat uses muscles and probably the help of gravity to put food down in your stomach. Like, the muscles push it down and stuff.
It must be.
But if there's no gravity in space, like when you try to swallow the food, like does it just stay there?
Maybe they go into like a room inside their spaceship that's like just normal gravity. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Because for gravity on a space station, I think it needs to spin centrifugal force to like create the G's, right?
So maybe they got to go Turkish twist on that, John, when it's time to eat. I don't know.
That's actually a good question.
They eat MREs or no?
They eat astronaut food, bro. Freeze dried shit and
isn't that? Oh, that's not meals
water
they eat. Yeah,
but I think like
that's what I meant.
I don't know. I don't think it's too far of a trip from the esophagus down to the stomach.
Maybe.
Like I think the muscles just squish it down there. I think.
Yeah, but sometimes I eat here and I almost choke.
Yeah, that's true.
There.
That's true.
I got two things.
Yeah.
2 questions. First one, if you were to go to the moon and be on the moon, like actually feet down, what would be the thing you'd want to do that was like, so and so was the first person to ever do this on the moon?
Mm-hmm.
What would be the thing you did, activity or something that you want to be like? You like those TikToks? Like, am I the first person to ever do this?
Yeah.
What would you want to do?
Damn. Anything that comes to your mind, Trevor?
Oh yeah, right away.
Let's hear it.
I'd like to go in a cannonball position because obviously there is some gravity on the moon, but kind of jump up in a cannonball position and then fart and propel myself up.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be sick.
Yeah.
First person to ever get propelled by a toot on the moon.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be like a moving vehicle.
Yeah, you've thought about that. He had that ready to go.
Yeah.
I think we'll go with you.
Damn, I was gonna probably something like, I don't know, man. Like
The Gangnam Style?
Gangnam Style would be fun, dude. I probably like a tight 5 to an alien audience.
That's fair. First person ever do a tight 5 to aliens.
I mean, first person ever do a stand-up set on the moon.
That's cool. I like that.
Be the worst set of all time, but you're the first person to do it on the moon. That'd be pretty sick.
I thought you were going to say dab, maybe. Imagine that picture, dude. Have that framed in your living room.
No, I think that's been done before.
Is it?
Yeah.
By what? Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
And also, is it Neil Armstrong too? Was it both of them?
One of the Armstrongs juiced up and was in the biking gang.
That was Lance.
That was
Lance.
Lance.
Yeah,
and then don't get confused with Louis, the trumpet player.
The trumpet player.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
That's crazy. What about you? What would you do?
I thought about the question and then asked you guys. I didn't have an answer.
Yeah, that's true. You're off the
I
hook.
would probably do. I'd probably just. I'd try to like cross somebody up with a basketball.
Well, I was thinking it would be fun to hit a golf ball. How far could you hit that thing? Probably pretty damn far.
Yeah, but your swing would be whack, don't you think?
Would it be like?
Well, I don't know. Can you not move fast? That's the thing.
Because it's technically.
Well, you wouldn't be able to tee a ball up.
Lighter. There's less downward pressure. There's less gravity. There's
It would
less
be
downward
weird.
pressure. So I think it would be like. I don't know.
The ball wouldn't sit still, right? You'd put it down and then it would just start floating, right?
Not on the moon. Not on the moon.
Wait.
Okay, true. Because I guess when you're an astronaut on the spaceship, there's no gravitational pull, right? Or there's very, very, very minimal. So that's why you float. But on the moon, you would be stuck to the moon. So you could put it down.
Yeah.
And then it was just when you hit it, it would just kind
of.
But
it would stay up there for a while.
Yeah.
And then it would come down probably slowly because there's like no Is there like there's no friction on the moon?
I honestly have no idea, man.
Think about it. There's no oxygen. There's no friction.
I don't know shit about science.
Damn, we're kind of on like our Bill Nye arc right now.
Hold on. Dude, it's like
and who's that dude who's like the Neil deGrasse? Yeah. Version?
I was just thinking like the moon, like the space talk is crazy, dude. It's like I was thinking about throwing a football on the moon, and then I remembered it's draft day.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of the moon,
I had one more.
The draft is coming up.
Yeah, the draft is coming up.
Okay, but we'll bounce back. Speaking of the moon.
Yeah. Well, I had one more thing.
Yeah, you did.
Just before we get off topic about aliens. Like, the classic, like in Alien in like a cartoon or like a movie is right? Like a green figure, right? With maybe one eye or two eyes.
Mm-hmm.
How do we not know that you think about how big the universe is? And it's obviously got to be other life forms out there. Like, obviously. The Earth is just a tiny speckle spinning rock when you have people. How do we not know that like aliens aren't just like us? They look the exact same as like, how do you guys not know that I'm an alien? And I'm from planet Scooter Camera.
Ooh.
And that like I'm down here to just do alien propaganda.
Are you saying that, like, is that uses you coming out as an alien though, or is that what you're saying? Like maybe you are.
Headlines. No, I have no idea. But no, do you know what I'm talking about? There's got to be like another Earth out there, right? So like, how do you not know? Like they look just the exact. They do everything the exact same, and there's no difference. Maybe it's like there's just Earth 2.0, and there's zero difference.
Aliens were made up in Hollywood.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Thoughts?
I think we were put here by something. I think we were engineered here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get too into it, but think about like.
I mean, we're all qualified to get into it, so get into it.
Think about that people that try to like colonize, like. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. It's like, look at everything else. Animals.
Sorry.
Animals like fish, plant, like everything else. Monkeys, everything. It's like they're just doing stuff, living their lives, hanging out, eating food. They're on their own path. And then look at us. We're like a third party thing that just came in and just ruined everything. Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
Take land, we build up stuff, we kill them.
Yeah.
We're doing all those things. Like that can't be like a natural thing. That's when you think of like aliens, they'll come here and like destroy everything because they want to take over. Like humans have this like innate like thing where it's like they want to conquer, they want power, they want possessions, where nothing else really, I think, wants that. Maybe some species want like little things, but it's like, dude, we want to like colonize people. That's what we've done since the inception of man, right? Go to a village, you take it over. So I don't think that's natural. I think that's like who knows?
I think it's about time we put the fries in the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to go to school for astrophysics and economics.
This is the stuff people want to eat.
No, I kind of like that little Bill Nye action we just had.
I kind of like the little big Bill Nye of the year.
Bill Nye of the year.
We should do that podcast once a year.
What? Our Bill
Dude,
Nye
can that be an episode? Can that be a segment we do? Kind of just that we have. I think you actually kind of had this idea, but we have conversations about stuff we are just totally unqualified about talking about.
I love it.
Like I'm talking about like that. These are the type of convos that like Neil deGrasse Tyson has, right? And like other people. I don't know, I think that'd actually be fun if we do a pinch of research on something that we have zero business talking about.
A dash of research.
Kind of like what we were just talking
What
about.
we were just talking about. But like go hard.
I mean, if you say it confident enough, like I think you could believe it.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Why not?
All right. Like, I
That's
wonder if
half
they
the
still
battle.
have the moon set in Burbank. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, they do. It's off Sepulveda.
Speaking of the moon set in Burbank, though, Trevor, I'm gearing up for draft day.
Well, I was thinking about throwing a football, dude. And isn't it the 2026 NFL draft is happening in Pittsburgh, I believe, right now on this Thursday.
Is it Pittsburgh?
Is it Pittsburgh?
Is it Pittsburgh?
Guys, I'm going to be
that
honest.
was
We're
legit.
filming this a little bit before
Yeah.
the draft, but I think it's Pittsburgh, right?
Draft day is probably going on right around when this is happening, right? When this episode comes out?
Who's like the big guy to look out for in the draft this year? Like who's like number 1, 2? Like who's on the top?
Fernando Mendoza.
Oh yeah,
QB
Raiders
of-
have first pick.
Yeah, QB from Indiana that won the national championship.
But didn't the Raiders just pick up someone else?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, I think.
Yeah, and they signed him to a bag.
Fat bag.
They signed him to a Subway sandwich.
4-year, 170 mil.
Like what?
Something. And dude, he's on his way out. And somebody goes, his agent needs to be rewarded with everything.
Yeah, this dude needs to be put in the Hall of Fame.
He got signed for the Falcons for
Or
200
arrested.
something million.
Yeah,
for-
that's insane.
This dude's just a backup. He's just a backup QB.
Just a backup.
Are you going to draft Mendoza and then put Cousins in the locker room?
Dude.
Or is he going to start?
Maybe draft Mendoza and then have him learn from him and duke it out, but then Mendoza's going to start. There's no way you're taking the number 1 pick and sitting him.
Yeah, there's no way you're signing someone to $175 million and then sitting him.
But what is money at that point with all these teams with all the big?
I don't
It's
know.
like it's
I don't know.
right. It's like it's not. I mean,
The
it's the
Raiders
owner's
suck.
money. It's like the organization. It's not like his actual the
I think it
owner's
actually
pocket.
might be. I might be.
It is like the
I think it
Dodgers.
actually
The
might be.
Dodgers, the owners, right? Like that's
Yeah,
why
but-
they're so successful. They buy everyone because the
It's-
Dodgers owners like I'm going to spend my money, and then other people are way more frugal. I'm pretty sure like the Mets, where he's like they just want way more money for themselves, so like
Yeah,
they're
it's
not
crazy.
going to invest in people. So I actually think that is right because I mean I know MLB no salary cap, but like
Yeah.
that's crazy. No, that's a
dude-
good point, Hank.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame, the running back.
He's a beast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some defenseman guys coming out of Ohio State, Caleb Downs,
Yeah.
Okay.
and
Yep.
then David Bailey from Texas Tech. That's a good prospect. to
Yeah,
look out
those
for.
are all. Yeah,
Big D.
I know you're talking about him the other day when we were talking just draft tomfoolery.
Yeah.
You brought him up, and I was like, dude, he's a force.
Yeah, we're talking about versatile defense coming into the league.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Caleb Downs is a name that came up a lot.
Trev, do you think Caleb
Yeah,
Downs
I'm
is going to be
throwing.
able to adapt to the NFL level like quickly enough?
Dude, definitely. He's playing at Texas Tech. He's a big man on the back line or on the front line.
He's on the line.
He's on the line somewhere.
He's on the
And,
line.
I mean, he's just a premier defensive back, frequently cited as a top 5 talent and a future defensive leader. So
Wow.
it's just one of those
Couldn't have
things
said
where
it better written.
I just
No.
think that the Caleb Downs is just going to be the guy.
I think so.
What team is kind of like eyeballing him?
That's a good cue. I think a lot of coaches are probably taking a look at him.
Yeah, damn, that's so true.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you're a top 10 team, Trev, like you think you might have a chance to get him, right?
Yeah, I
Obviously-
think there's one team that's talking about trading up for him,
Yeah,
but I don't
one
know.
of those.
I think I last I've heard, again, I haven't really been in the NFL game a while here or pretty recently, but I think the Giants are taking a keen look at
Really?
the number 5 pick Dallas for Caleb Downs.
dude.
Damn, that's
When are-
really well said.
When are the Giants Jets going to turn it around, man? The Jets, I think, have sucked an incredible
They-
amount of dookie for so long. dude.
The thing is,
think
yeah,
that's
I
an
just
ownership
don't know,
thing,
man.
Hank.
I think it is. It
with like
sounds
this
like it.
money spending. Or again, I think there's a salary cap in NFL, right? There's got to be.
Yeah,
I think baseball is one of the only ones that you can spend a bazillion dollars. But like there's been no sign of hope for the Jets. I don't think ever.
No.
now they got Aaron Rodgers a couple of years ago, and he tore his ACL in the first 15 minutes of the season. You go, damn,
Tough one. It's a tough one.
damn.
It's a tough one. Yeah. I got Trevor, where are we at on time?
18 minutes, dude. And my wife's boyfriend was actually talking about the draft too.
Okay.
Was he really? Is he going to be in Pittsburgh for it?
I think that's where the flight was. Remember last week we
Yeah.
said we saw him on a flight?
It wasn't to L.A.,
It wasn't to LA. He's going to Pittsburgh, PA.
Yeah.
so he's gearing up for the draft.
Gearing up for the draft. And it might be a little tuna melt Orbeez situation.
No way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So nobody caught on to that? Like the Orbeez kind of slid under the radar?
We
Well, I
might
guess we leaked the script.
Yeah.
We leaked it.
but we might be the only ones who knew they were. I mean, if he can make Orbeez taste good, call it caviar, hey, a bag getter's going to go get a bag.
Dude, to each their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So what happened? Did you guys hear anything separate from me? Because I know we're not like in a group chat.
Dude,
I didn't.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, he's got my address. He sent me that thing a couple of weeks back. I haven't heard much from him besides for that. I'm kind of like on the edge of my seat. Like, maybe he's going to send me a note or maybe send me some more updates, or like, I know that there's that method of communication or that line is open, but I haven't got anything myself. No.
Yeah. The last thing I heard is from him is, again, we got a DM. He was going to the airport,
right?
A little liquored up, having a fun time.
Fully clothed.
And then fully clothed. And a tank top and chinos.
Fine, yeah.
And then I got a text from him, actually, and it kind of sparked the draft thing. He goes, Cincinnati's taking Caleb Downs. You heard it here first. And I go, oh, okay. So I was like, where are you heading off to? And then he goes, where do you think? I mean, talking about the draft, right?
Yeah, that's a little cryptic message.
Yeah, so,
he's kind of like a jack of all trades, though. But he can bake you dessert.
Oh yeah.
But he can make you a tuna melt. So he's got the cooking game down pat. But now he's an analyst. Now he's an insider. Now he's got insider info on the NFL draft here.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of the real deal, like you said.
I guess it goes without being said, he's not going to be joining us on the podcast today, unfortunately. But
that made me think.
You know what? One of these days.
One of these days.
One of these days. That's it. One of these days.
That made me think jack of all trades, like how that came about.
Yeah.
Just like the name. I just wrote that for a video idea.
I like that.
How the term jack of all trades came about.
Dude.
So that's an idea.
You know what else I was kind of thinking, just kind of randomly?
What?
And I lost sleep over this a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
That episode that we did after we filmed the Premier League commercial, where I had the fake snow in my hair.
Yeah. Yeah, fake snow.
And it looked like dandruff, like brutally bad. There's no way I'm beating the dandruff allegations. I go to the ends of the earth. I'm not beating the dandruff allegations from those episodes.
You're not.
It kind of makes me almost want to like lean into it a little bit more and get some more fake snow and make it look so bad. Because like I feel
Clips
like
would probably go viral.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's the type of shit that'll make a clip go crazy. If you're gonna watch that clip and go, "Why is bro the gnarliest dandruff on planet Earth?" Like, you're gonna comment on it. Like, I think we test it out. I think just to switch things up, you try it this time.
No.
What?
I feel like it fits you. It like seems more.
It fits me.
Well, no, I was just saying it seems more natural. Like people wouldn't believe that I have dandruff like that.
Really? You don't think so?
Yeah, no, I think people would. It's easily believable for you.
I think you have a thick head of hair.
Yeah.
So okay, so you're saying that Mike has a thin head of hair compared to me?
Well, if you look at the whispers of the back, it's like you have really dense curls.
But it's correlated to having dandruff? You think
no, you just look at your
healthy scalp,
less lotion, just thicker, denser. It's like a matted
healthier head of hair.
Really matted.
You just know that you have.
I don't know. I'm just thinking if it came about, it probably would cause. Is there anything else we could do that like not maybe the fake dandruff, but like is there anything else we could do that like would be an easy like call out on clips? I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe you can put some thought in that. But anyways, speaking of dandruff, Mike, do you know how to spell dandruff or not?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got a little more time, right?
I mean, Mike, the way that
we're like 23 minutes,
brother, the way you drag these.
No, I had a quick one for you.
Right, yeah, let's run it.
I had a quick
for the people listening. A little surprise segment. I had a quick start bench cut.
Oh,
start bench cut. You can only start one, then you can only bench one, and you can only cut one. It's a start bench cut. Go.
All right, and this is all aspects of the whole entire thing. It's not just like whatever. I'll get into it. Start bench cut. California, Florida, and Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
And that's everything like weather, food, people, like everything as a whole, not just like, the weather, like just Massachusetts, California, Florida.
It's a really tough one.
It's a great. I just thought of it randomly.
It's a good one.
Wants to go first?
It's a good thing we got 2 minutes left on the episode.
Maybe we'll do this again next episode.
This is a good one. Yeah. I feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we kind of like.
Should we not get into this?
Started and stopped it. I think we can get into it though. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's kind of hit us with the absolute humdinger.
We have the Colonel coming in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we're getting a visit from Colonel Sanders in about 5 minutes.
This is true.
So maybe let's not do the segment.
Well, I really want to give this segment the time it deserves, but we're on a tight schedule right now, Mike.
It sounds like you just don't want to do it at all.
I do want to do it, but we also have to get into our spelling bee segment. So it's kind of like we're tacking a lot on here. What do we do? What's game time decision? Do we save it for first next episode?
We'll save it. Right?
No, I don't think we can save it like that.
Let's just run it. Someone
Trev,
go first.
start. You start. Mike, you start. Start bench cut. You start.
I'm going to start California.
Okay.
I'm going to bench Massachusetts. I'm going to cut Florida.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
I'm starting California because I could live here the rest of my life. It's the best weather in the world, best food in the United States. I'm going to bench Massachusetts because I can always go back every now and then. It's where we grew up. I love it. Soft spot, 4 seasons. And then again, there's just 3 options. I love Florida too. It's great. Good golf, good weather, all that. But just all of them, my allegiances, I'm just going to have to let Florida go.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a quick explanation.
That's fair. Trev?
Honestly, Mike summed it up perfectly. California, I could live here the rest of my life. The weather is beautiful. It's amazing. You can find any food under the sun, and there's a ton of stuff to do. You can go skiing, skateboarding, surfing, all in the same day, right? And then go camp in the desert. Benching Massachusetts, because it's home. We all grew up in the same area, north of Boston on the coast.
Yep.
It's home. It's the best place ever. The fall is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, there's so many good things about that place. It's awesome. It shaped us who we are today.
Yeah.
Cut Florida. Way too humid. That's all.
Yeah.
Dude, as much as I want to disagree with that, I know I don't want to as much as I want to disagree with that, I think I just kind of have to keep it the same, dude.
Sure.
I think because for all the reasons you guys just said, I don't know, dude. The one thing that was kind of on me with the Cali was like, all things considered, dude, it's expensive. Especially in Southern California.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Taxes are out of control. Florida is the opposite on the tax side of things. But again, it's kind of just like that's one aspect of it. But the quality of life is incredible in Cali. So I think I just have to stay the same, dude. Massachusetts is unbelievable too. I think I don't think I can disagree with that lineup.
Sure. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. What would you do?
100%.
No matter where you're from, as an unbiased, let us know. What would you do? Speaking of California, do you know how to spell it?
CLIFORNA.
Should we do spelling bee, Trev?
Let's do it.
Trev,
Speedy
fire it
spelling
up.
bee?
Give it to me. Word number 1.
All right.
Lay it
The
on me.
score is Mike 14, Henry 16.
Yep.
Mike or Henry, you want to go first? We're actually hurrying up, guys. I'm not kidding because we have the Colonel dead.
Colonel's coming in here, and I'm just
We legit have a Colonel Sanders is showing up in as an actor and is KFC's doing
first
something.
word or second word?
give me first.
All right. Good luck, Mike. First word is Zephyr.
I have no idea.
ZEPHYR.
That's your final?
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. That's
Thank you.
correct. So
All right,
Henry
Mike.
has 17.
What's the definition?
Mike, the definition of Zephyr is a soft, gentle breeze. Now,
Okay.
Mike,
A soft, gentle breeze.
soft, gentle breeze.
We don't
Now,
have
Mike,
time.
your word for today is here we go, and you're welcome. It's yachtsman.
Yachtsman?
Yachtsman.
Yachtsman.
Just how you think it sounds.
Yachtsman. YACHTSMAN. Yachtsman.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. Now, Mike has 15. Henry
Let's
has 17,
go.
and that is the.
What's the definition of yachtsman?
Yachtsman is a person who sails or owns a yacht. There we go.
Yachtsman.
That's
I'll take
exciting.
it.
Trev, I will say, and I don't want to get into it right now, but the way you said yachtsman and then goes exactly how it sounds.
Hey.
I don't like that at all. But I'll
I
save
already
that
knew
for
it.
next
I already
episode.
knew it. I
I'll
already
say,
knew it.
I don't like that
doors
at
closing
all.
outside.
I don't. Did you actually?
Yeah, I hear
I don't
doors
like that
closing
at all.
outside.
All right, we got to go.
All right.
Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Stay safe. Make good choices. Love you guys. You're the goats.
Adios.
Bye.